legendary. Some may say legendary. I don't, really go that far with celebrities, but this is a human being. So, rest his soul, Irv Gotti, has passed away, they say, due to diabetes. So he's had diabetes problems for years, and he's passed away from the situation. So he had a stroke a while back, and I know that's serious. My mom just had a stroke herself, and it's a serious situation to go through. My mother suffered from diabetes herself, and you have to eat right and do things in order for for you to stay healthy. And unfortunately, this man has passed away. My condolences to his family, his children, and more. If you my age, then you already know about Irv Gotti. Murder Inc. When Ja Rule was running the world, a lot of people that forgot about that. Everybody used to love some Ja Rule. I don't care what they say now. Ja Rule's on top at one point. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that Irv Gotti was a producer as well. I didn't know he made beats until he recently was talking about the beat between, DMX and Ja Rule at one point. When he was saying he made a beat for DMX. For DMX, and DMX was going at Ja Rule on the beat. But he done passed away, man. Long career. Last time I seen a video of him really was on Drink Champs, where he exposed the fact that, him and Ashanti was in a relationship. So I'm sure Ashanti somewhere in the room hiding from Nelly, probably crying. Every dude done experienced that, or every man, when a woman's past lover, passes away, they gonna cry, they gonna do their thing, But they had an affair back in the day. They used to be together. That's how that had to be how Ashanti even got signed and had a deal, because Ashanti really can't sing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, she made it somehow. she started making money somehow, and you know what I'm saying, she was a day Irv Gotti, but now, she's married to Nelly, of course, but yeah, just saying my little 2 cents on it. Yeah, he passed away, man, unfortunately, from diabetes, from complications from a stroke, I guess they were saying. But I'm wondering, since him and 50 Cent was, arch enemies, and, him and 50 Cent, 50 Cent on the warpath right now, going against Big Meech as well, will he have any comments? 50 Cent could be very petty when he want to, and I'm wondering if 50 would say something, when your enemy should fall, I wonder what a person would do. Me personally, I don't know. I wouldn't talk or say nothing about a person that done passed on, even if we were at war with each other. But I'm wondering what you never know with 50. You never know with 50 Cent. He might come on and say something. He's already upset with the Rick Ross and all that situation going on. And we'll just have to see. I don't be on Instagram like that to see if he gonna say something, but I'm sure he probably will. But yeah, rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. He passed away. And it's sad, you gotta take care of yourself. That's something I keep telling my mother she gotta do, take care of herself. Because my father had a stroke too. As a matter of fact, my father had 2 strokes, and he's still here, walking around doing everything. He had little complications with his hand. Sometimes his hand shake or whatever. I be telling him he probably need to smoke weed, but he was like, "No, I can't smoke no weed, boy." All this. I was like, "Man, you better burn one. You better burn one." I would. But my folks, man, both of my folks get checks every month. My mama retired from a hospital. You know what I'm saying? I'll get that money and go and sit down. But rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. But I'm sure 50 Cent gonna say something. I'm sure he gonna, not to laugh at, I'm laughing at what he gonna possibly say about Irv Gotti and what I'm saying, one of his comments. He probably gonna say something like, "I wish it would have been Ja Rule," or something like that. But they beef stem from Ja Rule and Well, it's all started with Supreme. You know, if anybody know about the drug dealer from back in the day, or the drug group called the Supreme Team, 50 Cent had problems with Supreme, and Supreme started doing business with Murder Inc. And at this time, 50 Cent was, coming at Murder Inc., trying to destroy Murder Inc., and Supreme at this point was connected with them and making money off Irv Gotti and them. So that's how the whole beef started. Supreme put a hit out on 50 Cent by a guy named Homo, and Homo is actually the guy who shot 50 Cent, and that's how the beef started with Supreme and Murder Inc. And ever since then, they've been at war with each other. Supreme tried to get 50 Cent knocked off and get him out their way because they was on the route to making a lot of money. And unfortunately, the hit didn't go well, and 50 Cent, came to be the person that he is today, And I would be upset, if I was 50. I would still have something to say. I'll still, come at him, because you got to look at it though. People say, God forgive, I don't. Y'all try to get me knocked off. I end up getting shot in my face, my hand. 50 Cent actually did not get shot 9 times. I think everybody should know that right now. Just like, well, I don't want to go into the Tupac thing, but 50 Cent never was shot 9 times. He was actually shot 3 times, in the face, in the jaw, and I think somewhere else. I can't remember where else he was shot at, but, somebody try to take your life like that over, a rap situation at that. I heard about 50 Cent and Supreme had problems in the hood in Queens. Tony Yayo said it best. They say it was a day where Supreme was out in the hood, and back in the day, I guess in New York, a thing they used to do to the young boys was grab the back of their head, and 50 Cent was talking, and Supreme was out there one day, and Supreme grabbed 50 Cent and did him like this, and 50 Cent grabbed Supreme head and grabbed the back of his head, and Tony Yayo said the whole block was like, oh, I guess that's a sign of disrespect up there in Queens, New York. And ever since then, that's when the beef was started. So, that's how that whole beef started with 50 Cent and, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule. And you see how he stays on Ja Rule. He will not let it go. And, it's been going on since then. But then they had the situation of them fighting in a studio where 50 Cent got stabbed, which is how Benzino came into it, because Benzino said 50 Cent came to his studio right after the stabbing, and somebody had a gun on 50 Cent's side with no bullets in it. I don't know who running around with no bullets, but they had a gun, and I think he said Tony Yayo had a gun with no bullets in it, and 50 Cent came to his studio, and that's where they had the gun, and the gun didn't have any bullets in it, this, that, and the other. But it's a sad day for the people who love Irv Gotti, and may his soul rest. But like I said, I was just wondering if 50 Cent might make some form of retaliation on Instagram or say something about him. And it's just tragic what go on. Like Pimp C them say, one day you're here, the next day you're gone. But then this is my thing though, if he already had problems with diabetes and a situation like that, why was you on Drink Champs, drinking like that, But then at the end of the day, sometimes people gonna leave how they gonna leave. I had a cousin myself who wasn't supposed to drink alcohol, and they never stopped. They was like, some people gonna go the way they want to go. I'm not saying that he was a person that drank alcohol every day or nothing like that, but at the end of the day, even with a sickness, sometimes people still want to live, which is why people with diabetes, even though they know they're not supposed to eat certain things, they still, you human, if you like this, you like this type of food, you like seafood or cake, and you're not permitted to eat it, everybody gonna do what they want to do, but unfortunately, it caused him to have strokes and complications. And 54 is not really an old age. You still kind of young. So I think he was married. I'm not sure. I never heard anything about any kids or anything like that for him. But my condolences to his family, and to anybody who out there loved him and cared about him. But yeah, man, he done passed away. I guess they saying yesterday, but I looked it up today on Google, and said Irv Gotti had passed. But also they had the situation of the Fed case. Just talking, just giving people a little insight about them. The Fed case with Supreme. About Supreme being linked to Murder Inc. When Irv Gotti say, he beat the Feds. But 50 Cent, which I believe 50 Cent part of it, he didn't actually beat the Feds. The Feds indicted him, but he beat the charges. But it was basically to drain the pockets of Irv Gotti so he would not help Supreme get out of jail. What's up, Sunray? So he wouldn't help Irv Gotti couldn't pay for, lawyers and anything to help Supreme in his case. And so that's where it comes to where he's saying he beat the Feds, this, that, and other. There was nothing more than a pocket drain to stop the money flow of Murder Inc. But what actually started the whole federal government charges happened? Jay-Z. I done heard this, but Jay-Z is the reason Murder Inc. got hit by the Feds, Death Row got hit by the Feds, and Rap-A-Lot Records. And I think it was another record company. I think it was 4 of them. Murder Inc., Death Row, Rap-A-Lot. It's one more. I can't think, but Jay-Z went and told on them, and that they were starting a distribution company. And you know how that is, a black distribution company that pushed everybody out the way. And Jay-Z went and told that, and then that's when Jay-Z started coming up real good, having the 40-40 club, on the color blue. Jay-Z got a lot from telling that situation. So, that's how the whole federal indictment started because, didn't I say Death Row Records, Rap-A-Lot Records, Murder Inc.? It's one more record company that got involved in that the Feds hit real hard. And, they came and tried to knock everybody down from stopping that distribution company. But Jay-Z was the reason all that happened. Jay-Z. And after that, we didn't have, and that's why a lot of people think that, like, you can really say, that's where the beef, that's when people were saying that 50 Cent destroyed Ja Rule's career, because they couldn't really do any more music when the Feds hit them. After that, Murder Inc. just like shut down, so Ja Rule didn't really have any way to retaliate against 50 Cent when 50 Cent was coming out with his album and basically like drop bombs on Murder Inc. So, Ja Rule say he didn't actually destroy Murder Inc. records like people think. It was due to the fact of the Feds hitting them and, putting cases on Irv Gotti and Murder Inc. So it's a long backstory between them, and how they beat started. But it all stemmed from them going into business with Supreme. And from what I understand, they say Supreme was actually, extorting. That's the word, that's what I heard. Extorting Irv Gotti and them, making money off them because they were scared of them. Which, the Supreme team was, they didn't play back in the day, especially the brother of Supreme. I think his name was Prince. This is where they come. This basically where all this snitching come from when they talk about 50 Cent, because 50 Cent made a song called The Ghetto Quran where he talking about the Supreme team and who did what and who murdered this. So people were saying that 50 Cent was basically snitching on the Supreme team. But there has yet to ever be any paperwork with 50 Cent's name on it, saying that he ever snitched on anybody, but you know how 50 do. 50 gonna come out. You go against 50, you in trouble. And I was gonna make a video about this too. The only person who really, and I'm not saying this because I'm from down south, but I remember the beef. I was in my 20s then between Rick Ross and 50 Cent when it first started. Actually, Rick Ross won the beef between him and 50 Cent. The one they were going at. And to prove it, Rick Ross still standing. While 50 Cent was, making pimping curlies, and he was putting his baby mama up on the internet, which he got sued for that. 50 Cent got sued for putting Rick Ross's baby mama up on the internet about her being an escort. This is when Rick Ross came out with his album Deeper Than Rap. And Deeper Than Rap was a bad record. I don't like Rick Ross music. I'm telling you the truth. I don't like Rick Ross music today. But when he came out with Deeper Than Rap, that was a bad album. And it kind of put him on top, in my opinion, of the beef with 50 Cent and Rick Ross. Poem G say 50 Cent is he did win. That's why you think he been the longest nemesis of 50 Cent ever, Rick Ross. He the only one that could still stand, talk trash about 50 Cent, dog 50 Cent, say what he want to say to 50 Cent, and can't nothing stop him. You see what I'm saying? That's the only one I've ever seen go to war with 50 Cent and still stand. It's Rick Ross. It is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they've been going at it for years. 50 don't really say much about Rick Ross no more, but I guess Rick Ross don't never let it go. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross don't never let it go. He gonna stay on 50 Cent neck. I guess like people are saying they in business competition or whatever today. And that's basically why Big Meech, and thanks for the donation, bro. That's why Big Meech and Rick Ross, they was doing the thing together. Now 50 Cent is upset because one thing 50 Cent does not like is for you to be cool with him and stand on the side of somebody else, which that's real street stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got a real street mentality. If you standing with my enemy, then you become my enemy. I don't care how cool we is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how they used to say back in the day. Like, like when somebody comes say somebody was talking about you, and yet that person who you supposed to be cool with come and tell you that these group of people were talking about you. So you have to ask the person who brought it to you, what did you say? Because you ain't coming with no black eyes. You ain't coming and said you had to pull your gun on somebody. Y'all almost got to fight and shoot. So how is it that you can come stand next to me and tell me as my friend somebody said something about me and ain't nothing wrong with you? Ain't no confrontation between you and them people, but you supposed to be my friend. So, that's something that should be put in the 48 laws of power, or the 50 laws of power, that 50 Cent made themselves, because people don't understand strategy and how to survive. And that's a big key of it. Like the saying is, how my mama said, she say, beware of the dog that carries the bone. That's how my mama said. Beware of the dog that carries the bone. Basically, the person who's bringing you mess, the person who's bringing you gossip, the person that's bringing you or telling you conflict of what another person has said or done towards you, you need to watch that person as well. Because sometimes people just want to see mess. People just want to see bullshit happen. And you have to watch people. That friend that may be bringing you drama, maybe bringing you a beef to get into, that friend may really despise you. And he just want to see you out the way. So, you have to watch people. And, that's one thing I do and I like about 50 Cent is that, what I'm saying, when it's wartime, it's wartime. I ain't got no friends, and my friends shouldn't be standing next to nobody or helping nobody do nothing. If you my friend, you stay neutral over here with me. I don't care how it's supposed to be. So I'm wondering what he may have to say about Irv Gotti passing. I know a lot of people gonna be looking at it saying he wrong and he shouldn't do this or do that, but it's just you have to be out in the streets to understand his mentality, especially after being shot. You know, being shot in the face, especially in hands and over some beef and you have to learn care of people. This is one of the reasons I don't hang with people to this day. Like I go to my hood, I holler at people, say what's up, this, that, and the other, but then I go my other way because you can't trust people, man. It's people that will have more than you that will be jealous of you. Sometimes, and people don't understand this because it'll boggle your mind. It used to boggle my mind. I'm like, well, this person got more than me. This person got jewelry. This person got cars. And this will be a dude that's hating on you. You know what I'm saying? This dude got money. He got 3, 4 cars, jewelry. But when it come down to it, there's somebody who gonna hate on you and you'll be surprised. So it's real rugged out there in them. It's real cold blooded out there in them streets, man. So you can't really be rocking with nobody like that. Especially in the day's time. So I stay completely out the way from people and it's safer that way. My name ain't came up in no drama or no problems in years from me just being by myself and realizing that some people just live for drama. Some people just live for it. And with their situation, after being shot, if I was 50 Cent, I couldn't just dead it like that. You know what I'm saying? I had to go. I still be pissed off. Even though the Lord wants you to forgive, what if one of them bullets would have took me out? I almost wasn't here. What if Homo bullet would have been aimed up just a little bit more and shot at 50 Cent and hit him in his head? Because the dude was aiming to kill him. He hit him in his jaw. But that wasn't nothing but the grace of God for 50 Cent to still be here. And the question, and one thing you have to wonder is, did Irv Gotti know about the hit on 50 Cent? Did they know? Did Supreme? I'm sure Supreme, by them being around Supreme, sitting up on the Supreme, I'm sure Supreme probably told him, "Hey, I'm gonna knock that little dude off." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna knock that little dude off. So I'll still be pissed if I was 50 Cent. If I was him, I would still be very pissed about it. But we gonna see, what I'm saying? Instagram, anybody got Instagram? I got Instagram too. I just don't be on it like that. But I'm gonna go on there and see. Because Murder Inc. Murder Inc. had a nice little stable: Cadillac Ty, Black Child, Vita. Now Vita, I don't know where Vita at, but Vita to me was one of the hardest female rappers out at the time. Couldn't nobody mess with Vita, in my opinion. This girl made the song. What song she was on? Ja Rule song. What would I be without you? I only think about you. She was the one that said the part when my pops was asleep. You snuck in the back door, baby boy. We've been high since junior high. No, we've been fly since junior high. So when it's the world against you and I. That's Vita who rapped that part right there. Vita had that flow. I don't know what happened to Vita or why Vita ain't rapping no more, but Vita was shut down. And another female artist, Shauna from DTP, who used to be with Ludacris, that's another female artist who could really rap. I like Shauna too, but Vita was my baby. I love Vita. Vita had that flow. Who is this? Oh, that's my dad. I'm gonna call him back in a minute when I get up off here. Yeah, but like I was saying, man, it's unfortunate he passed away. You know, from never knew he had diabetes. But like I was saying, damn, Dad, what you want? Hold on, y'all, give me 1 second. Let me answer this for my father. Sorry about that, y'all. I had my mama being released from the hospital. You know, I told y'all my mom just had a stroke herself, a light stroke. So she really my dad had just called and telling me she being released from the hospital. So you know, that was one of her reasons for going for diabetes. You know what I'm saying? It's I didn't think diabetes was that serious. I hope it skipped me. I hope it skipped me. I think my sister have it, but diabetes ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? And which I need to go and get me a doctor date set up and go and see about myself, make sure I ain't got diabetes, but it run in my family. But by the grace of God, my mom leaving the hospital, and I really thank the Lord for that. I prayed and everything, so thank God for that. But he said, Pop's about to beat that. Oh, my dad don't play now. He's 71, but he still don't play. You understand me? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. But it's sad. You know, it's crazy how, you know, these people go from being on top of the world and, you know, having all the money. Come on now. Oh, that's my little boo. That's my little boo calling. I got to call her back in a minute. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate that he passed away. Yeah, my father's 71. My mother is 74 years old. '74. And you know my mom didn't play. All my mama's children made it past 40 years old. My mom had 5 children. All us past 40 years old. My mom and dad didn't play. They did not play the radio at all. You understand me? Strict parents, you would get your ass beat. Coming up by bad report cards, doing something you weren't supposed to do, you getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? We understood what consequence was. All their children made it to 40 years old, and I pray we all make it beyond that. You know what I'm saying? But they did not play the radio at all. They did not play games with us. And, you know, that's something that's going on today, which is why a lot of these young kids out here passing away. But I'm finna go and get up out of here, y'all. I'll probably be back with another video. I got 2 channels I be trying to work in between them. But you know, anything I can come on and report, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say my 2 cents about it. And I just thank everybody who tuned in to view. I thank you for the donation, Del Rico, to the channel. I truly appreciate you. And y'all just stay tuned to the channel, man. It's your boy Easy. Truth is truth, and I'm out.